Thank you for joining us today on Balancing Life and Medicine. We're going to be meeting Jeremy Armstrong and his family of entrepreneurs, how he's making a difference in the community, and the many blessings that his family's offering to those out there. I do have to say that there's a correction during the video that it was wonderful to be corrected, isn't it? I love that. We talked about the length of a hug to make a difference in someone's life. It's actually 6 seconds. So join us and let us excite you as far as diving into Jeremy's family's life and all the great things that they're doing. Well, thank you for joining us today on Balancing Life and Medicine. I'm Dr. Dwayne Boggess. My guest today is Jeremy Armstrong with BA French Drains. We're going to go through what makes a family-owned business successful, the different things that we encounter as a family when we start a business, when we have to recreate ourselves in a business, and how we fit in the community, what we contribute, and the blessings that come along with helping others better their life and their homes. So thank you for joining me today, Jeremy.
Oh, thank you for having me, Doc.
You bet. So I've known you for a long time.
Yeah.
Seems like forever. I don't know if that's just years or personality.
Long time.
But yeah, we were just talking about what 2018.
18, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. In networking groups.
Yes. Yeah. I think we were part of B&I. Can we say that?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I think
we don't owe them anything now that we said that.
I don't think YouTube's going to shut us down or podcasts are going to have a problem, especially because we're almost an advertisement because it was a great opportunity to meet you.
Yeah. Met a lot of good people through it.
Yep.
Still know it, even though we're not in it, but yeah, it was good.
I think we're always going to be plugged in because as business owners,
it's just the way we are.
Yeah.
We want to be.
The community, how we tap into different lives by helping other businesses grow. And I know then it was interesting because I didn't know who you were, but you were the crazy guy that showed up with different T-shirts on. I think you had one like.
Oh yeah, most referrals or something. Yeah.
I was like, yeah, this guy
kept doing it for. I don't know if it was monthly or weekly, but yeah.
Yeah.
My wife would make up other shirts.
Was that your wife was doing that to you?
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah, it was great.
My first impression was like, this guy, he does landscaping. I think he's probably smelled too many pesticides.
I
don't know what he's getting into. But Stacy was he was a common denominator in that networking group.
Yeah.
And helped me understand.
Like all three got in trouble together.
It was great.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. That was their origins of Spark. Was the falling apart of that networking group for us.
Yeah. Which, it made it what Spark is today.
Yeah.
Just all those battles we have or whatever we go through.
The changes.
Next step, yeah.
How we adapt and how things come better. Like they get better after those things. And you were part of Outside Inc. at that time.
Yes. Yeah, we were one of 3 owners.
How did you get into Outside Inc.? How did you get into that business? Like, what got you into that?
So I used to do takeoffs for big refinery heaters, and we went through a small group, and he was the owner, the original owner of Grass Solutions. Okay. Kept going to his small group, and then finally he wanted to bring me on. So I just started in the ditches, just started digging, and then 4 years into it, whatever, there was 3 of us that bought him out, and then us 3 took over Outside Inc.
Gotcha.
And
That's
then
a short period of time.
Yeah, it was a lot of climbing real quick. God knew where I needed to be, and he needed to do it fast. So, and then what was that? 23. A couple months after I lost Dad, the guys came to me and they wanted to buy me out. So it was a rough part of time.
Yeah.
But man, it was great. It was so glad it happened.
It's interesting how the Lord will shift us through different chapters in our life, especially when things are emotionally heavy. It's almost like the bottom seems to drop out. Everything goes bad and keeps going bad, or seemingly that way when there's a blessing.
Yeah.
That's hard to explain to someone who doesn't understand.
Doesn't know that it's coming. Yeah. That valley, there's always a hill on the other side of it. You just got to go through it.
Yeah.
You got to know when you're in it too. That knowing that I'm fixing to be blessed. Watch out, or get beside me. Come on.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be good.
That's the victory in the valley, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because
it's dark down there, but as long as you're a follower, it's fixing to be bright.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can see the light.
I think that's also a part of that blessed hope as a believer. You hope,
Yeah.
but you also know
Yeah.
that there's something coming. Now you don't know what it is,
No, you don't.
and I think that's a big part of it is just moving forward, doing what you know you can do, and knowing that the Lord's with you and He's going to bless you as long as you're listening to Him.
Keep taking those steps.
Yeah.
It might be a wide valley, but eventually you'll come out of it.
You'll come out of it. So, Outside Inc. turned into BA French trained.
No, well,
No?
for us, I mean, outside stayed outside. They're still out there with 2 owners. And then my wife and I, she's the owner of BA French Trains. I work for her.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I work for my wife as well.
I mean,
She's
that's
the owner of
great.
the clinic.
Yeah.
We need managers.
I'm too pretty for jail if anything goes wrong.
Nice. Well, she's not just managing you; she's got the kids in.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, and the first year was very rough on her. I mean, she does everything. I mean, everything. The schooling, both the kids are homeschooled. Our oldest is in Stillwater, but she does that. She worked with me all day in the ditches, come home, do books, and then tend to her gardens, chickens, farm animals, take care of the kids.
Wow.
Because I just take a nap, go to sleep, and then she wakes me up for dinner, and I go to bed.
How do they do that?
I don't know.
My wife does it. She teaches classes, Pilates.
Yeah.
She comes here. She runs the schedule. She does the marketing, advertising. She does every bit of organization. I show up and I stick people, and then I'm like, man, I'm tired. And she's like,
Fingers hurt so bad.
yeah, this is so painful. And she's like, okay,
honey. Yeah.
they're amazing.
They are.
Well, they're the other half of us.
Yeah.
That's that Lord's support
Yeah.
because He knows that.
He knows I'm real good for 6 hours, and then the rest of it she has to have. Yeah.
She's like, I got it. Well, that how long has it been since you started that business?
BA?
Yeah.
We started in March of 23. Yep. Year and a half.
So March of 23 you started, and then you got voted.
Yes. In 20, what is this, 24? Yeah. So in 23, we got best in the Tulsa world.
How does that work?
I don't know, just our clients and God. I mean,
There it is, right?
It had to be because we were only in it for a solid 9 months before the voting took places. So
you're standing up against giants that you just.
oh yeah, huge crews.
Yeah.
You know, companies with 30 crews, and it's still just me and my wife out there. But a lot of that's, you know, we're local. It's family owned, operated. You deal with us for the estimating. You deal with us for the job works. You know, it's not. And we're just personable people. I mean, a lot of people call you. I don't know why, but I'm supposed to pick you. Well, I know why, but thank you.
There it is.
Yeah.
Well, there's a confidence in knowing that you're going to do a good job for each individual you step in front of. I think would you say that's the heart of business?
Yeah. I would. Yeah.
Just
for
being
sure.
honest with
Yeah.
people.
That's all they want to know. Communication and to just do what you say.
Yeah.
Show up if you say you're going to show up. It's amazing how many times you just go to an estimate and people are like, "You're the fourth one I've called. You're the only one that showed up." I was like, "Why?" I mean,
Wow.
how? You're the only one that'll call me back. Nobody wants business. I mean,
Everybody wants money, but they don't want to work.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's. I think that's a common theme in the world we're in today, especially this economy, is that everyone wants. Well, they want money, but they don't want to be there to do it. And I think that one of the key factors in my wife and I, this is a family-owned business. Like Stacy and Heidi, many others that are business owners. There's a lot of family roots, and with that family root comes a lot of honesty and a lot of drive to do the best you can, be honest, and help out the community. And I think when you come with a heart that is true in that regard, then you're always going to succeed.
Yeah.
Because people are always looking for honesty and truth.
Yeah.
That shines through the best sales
It'll also
tactic.
come out if you're faking it. So it's just
Yeah, I mean,
it's just time.
it
Let them
is.
weed themselves out. Yeah.
So 9 months, you already get Tulsa's best.
And then this year we've been voted. We made top 3 already. We still got, what is today? We still got 3 weeks, I think, till the award ceremony. So
Gotcha.
we're shooting for 2 years in a row.
That's amazing.
It is. It really is.
So, family. Well, your wife is now going into another venture too, right? I mean,
Yes.
she's doing what my wife is terrified of doing, and that's learning how to make her own bread. She knows that'll be the downfall of everything in her life if we can make her own bread. So,
she loves it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. They had a sold out event last Monday at Magnolia Soap, and it was just 20 people. One night, couple hours for just to learn how to make sourdough. It's great.
What's the name of her business?
Eden's Roots.
Eden's Roots.
Yeah.
Does it have a physical location, or she's going to different places?
Yeah, different places, different venues.
So she'll come set up.
Yeah. She'll come to houses if you got enough, a big enough party, get together, kind of like Tupperware back in the day. Same concept, but
with more addictive things like bread.
Yeah. They're trying to venture into like tinctures and those kind of things, teaching you how to make those because you can fill up your medicine cabinet with actually some good stuff instead of some stuff that you'll have side effects for in 30 years.
That's taken over my job, isn't it?
Yeah.
The tinctures. We made a lot of tinctures in Chinese medicine, and there's so many great things that come out of those. Not necessarily the flavor.
No, God, no.
But I always like to stand back from my education in Chinese herbs, formulas, tinctures, extractions, things that help people. Because, well, let's face it, we're in Oklahoma, and if you can tailor tinctures toward the people you live around in the community that you, or in other words, what you see every day as a parent, what you're seeing as far as other parents in the community, what they're going through based on their diet, their environment, that's more effective than anything that they could teach me in school.
Oh, yeah.
Because let's face it, 4,000 years ago in China, they don't really know about diet and Cokes and things like that here in our world.
But MSG salt shakers,
all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
The killers. I don't know why I have high blood pressure. Yeah. We'll get it. That's a different video. So, and we're going to have her on if she wants to come on and talk about those tinctures because, to be honest, I would love to promote anything that she makes or promote that growth.
Is there any way you can poke her to make the introvert subside? There's no spot for that.
There's acupuncture points I can use to get hit.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's bringing someone out of their introvert. It's more of a pain reaction.
Yeah.
But no, I think that comes with time. The more confidence she builds, the more it's actually from the community, isn't it?
Yeah.
The more you see the response and how much they enjoy your services, and anything that you get into.
Oh yeah.
It's that feedback that helps you grow.
Gives you the confidence to say what you want to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do what you want to do.
She feeds you any tinctures? She make you drink anything weird?
Gosh, she makes something called a toothache.
Does it
taste horrible? And your whole mouth's numb and you're just drooling everywhere. And she's giggling in the background.
It makes you wonder sometimes when you're married to a person like that. It's like, is this medicinal or are you doing this
is this just
because?
for fun? Why does this smell like vodka? I didn't know it takes, vodka to do most of it. Come home and she's got shot glasses everywhere. I'm like, rough day with the kids? Making tinctures. Okay.
So she's growing in that direction and you're chugging along.
Yeah. Yeah, we actually were able to start a crew this year, or a crew subcontractors, but so we can continue to grow and provide that good service.
So you went from the family crew and now you're
to the kids helping.
Gotcha. And you've done all that in literally less than a year. I would say year and a half.
On the adding the crew, yeah. But from the start, it's just been a year and a half.
So
on this business,
that speaks wonders to people who are like, "Can I start my own business?" How? Because I've heard Stacy say this to us many times. Business owners are all rich, and that's a complete lie.
Just keep speaking it into existence.
Just keep talking it. Yeah. So people think that that's unachievable to be their own business owner, to start their own passion, or to excel in what they really are made to do. And for you to say, well, I got started in it. I went from one company, starting my own company, and within 1 year, best in Tulsa. Within 2 years, less than 2 years, you got your own crews. You're not just like, we have a 5 and 10 year plan. Yeah. This is really blowing a lot of things out of the water, and I think that has a lot to do with the economy and offering an honest service. to people. But there's another part of it, I think, that is really would be considered kind of magical. And obviously, the Lord is the one that's paving this path for you. But there's you stepping into it and making personal contact, conversation, one-on-one. It's not text messages. It's not like through a voice. It's you're meeting these people.
Yeah.
And when you're getting to meet people out there, what are you're working with very wealthy people and also people who really don't have they need a service because their yard's flooded.
And they know that they can't afford it, but they just need to know what it costs. I mean, we're all at different places right now, but there's always a way to help people.
And that honesty.
Yeah.
I mean, do you
just tell them what it is? I mean, I can help you or I can't help you. You don't need this. You need this. You don't even need me. Call these people, something like that.
So it's to bring it into focus. It's not necessarily what you can get from people. It's what you can give them.
Yeah.
And I think when people receive something from a business owner or from a company,
just honesty,
they feel fulfilled.
Yeah. Yeah. I had one this week. Lady called me out and I told her everything and I didn't even sell her nothing. She's like, let me pay you for your time. It's like, no, I don't need anything. You just didn't know. She's like, oh, thank you so much. You're welcome. But I mean, it's just the way it is. The way you're supposed to treat them.
It's gratifying.
Yeah.
It's gratifying in itself, knowing that you help somebody. Now you have, with you, with your wife, now you have someone here next to us, a young entrepreneur starting up.
Oh, yeah. Another business in the family.
Right? So, goodness gracious. You guys are just going to take over the country here.
This little one is. She's going to run things.
She's not the introvert.
One or the other. She'll run it.
She'll run it.
Yeah. She's not the introvert, no.
Well, and I think that there's that other story, the backstory about you're doing all these things and you're achieving so much and you're meeting people at their level, whatever service they may need as far as what they're calling you for. But you're raising a family. Mm-hmm. You got one in college?
Mm-hmm. Stillwater, yep. She's 20. Yeah, 20.
How'd that happen? No, don't go into that.
Well, I'll start.
20 years old. Yeah. I mean, I know when I first met you, I was like, he's probably got kids under the age of 10, And there you are. You got one.
I did, but I had an older one too.
Yeah.
So we just passed 21 years last month, marriage.
Wow.
Yeah. So
21 years.
Yes,
I seen the wedding
pictures.
Pretty amazing
for 32, huh? I wish I don't want to go back. I'm good. I'm happy right here.
Good. Yeah, because everybody's happy around you. I mean, you've created organizations within organizations. One of them being Team Hug.
Yeah.
And
I'm vice president.
Yeah, sure. And that's if any of the viewers have watched or listened to any previous podcasts, there were two individuals, Stacey Ray and President
Stacey Ray.
And then we have Nathan Williams.
He just the receiver. He hasn't received his badge yet, but
I think he was the catalyst for Team Hug, though, wasn't he?
He was the reason we are Team Hug. Yeah,
because you didn't like hugs.
No.
Yeah.
No, there's quite a bit of people that don't. That's coming around. Kenneth.
Yeah. This is our guy behind the scenes, where hugs are awkward for some people, and
I don't care.
Jeremy doesn't care. Stacey doesn't care. Now Nathan doesn't care.
Yeah. Now Nathan knows. All right, come on, let's get it over with.
Let's just do this.
And eventually, he's going to be a giver of hugs.
Well, I think that says a lot about your personality, and when it's a stranger or someone doing business with you, there are always going to be a person in your community. They're a friend. Mm-hmm. I think that comes from an upbringing of your dad, who I got to meet. He's an amazing gentleman. Yeah. A service member, a combat vet, but also he passed that on to you of being a service individual, service-minded. Be honest, be truthful, do your best, help the community grow, and it means a lot. Yeah. And it shines through. And it's shining through to your one of your offspring over there that's giggling. She's very embarrassed. But what is it she makes? Coaster? Is it?
Crochets.
Crochets?
Yeah. My Coasters. Coasters.
Do you have a website?
She has a Facebook. My Crochet.
My Crochet. Right on. So everybody go to Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook.
Yeah. Load her up. Show
11
her
years
what
old.
business is really like.
Trying to get it going.
11.
Yep.
So You know QuickBooks yet? Mom taking care of? Okay.
She got with Lisa Bain last week. Great ministry.
Amazing
Yeah.
lady.
And so Lisa's going to start putting some of her crochet coasters in her boxes.
Wow, those boxes. Lisa Bain Ministries, look her up. She's amazing. She's that stranger that brings you a gift of love when you're in the middle of a traumatic, life-changing experience. That woman is a light that shines, isn't she?
Yeah, she's amazing.
So,
Even her backstory. I mean, just her and her mom personally, just before they even started the Lisa Bain Ministries. It's great.
I need to hear that. I haven't got to hear her
She's
story.
good. Yeah, she wasn't even supposed to be able to walk, and then so she sent her shoes to the doctor that told her that, and then finally he's like, "Stop sending me your shoes." She said, "Well, stop telling people they can't walk." So
Beautiful.
yeah, and she's still going strong today.
Yeah, I get to see some of the snapshots. I didn't get to make it to the last meeting, but thank you for spending time with me today.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you bet. Is there anything that you would like to add, or I mean, because we need to throw some information out there so people can find you. How would people find you? Is it social media?
Yeah, we're
bat
on
symbol
Facebook.
in the sky.
I think I don't know any of this stuff. I know it's Facebook. I think we have an Instagram, however you say it.
So
yeah.
BA French Drains.
Yes, BA French Drains.
Okay. Yeah, we'll throw a link up on that one. You're gonna have to show me how. I don't know how to do any of that. But keep blessing people. I know the Lord always has something planned for us.
Oh yeah.
And you're a beautiful testimony of that. To never stop, just keep going.
Just keep trucking.
And all else fails, just keep hugging people. Make them uncomfortable so they like you.
Whenever we were serving at a church before during COVID, and we would do hugs or handshakes during the middle of COVID, and you would be surprised how many people still wanted a hug. It was just amazing.
I think that personal contact is something that I see so many people, even in medicine. You know, there's a lot of research on hugging people.
Yeah.
Did you know that? Yeah. Just to hug someone, you know, for, I think it's between 40 and 60 seconds. I'll have to look that up. Changes everything about their day.
It's a long hug.
Yeah, it becomes awkward sometimes. Yeah. Be sure you let them know what's going on.
Can't stop.
Yeah.
We got 15 more seconds.
My watch and my ring are locked behind your back. Whatever excuse you got to make. But there's something to be said for a hug. And I think COVID, that separation from people and where people are going, you know, the cell phone world where people think that that's a proper way of communicating, I think it leaves people empty. And you just a handshake is almost like, handshake almost means I want to give them a hug. There's warmth.
That's just
in that.
a grab to bring them in.
It is. That's just a ticket coming in for the hug.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be looking forward to seeing where you guys end this year as far as first, second, or third in Tulsa. But Broken Arrow or BA French Drains, Google them, look them up. Jeremy Armstrong and his wonderful family are making a difference in the surrounding areas. Not just Tulsa, it's Broken Arrow.
Yeah,
Where do you go?
We take about an hour circle. Oh, sorry, Kenneth. Take about an hour circle from Tulsa.
Gotcha.
So, give or take.
Go get out there and get to them.
Yeah.
All right. Well, once again, thank you for joining us. And until next time, care for one another. Be truthful, be honest with each other, and make a difference in your world. And we'll see you next time.